Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from our sponsor. The Daily Compliance News for August 24, 2022, the 1MDB verdict upheld. We begin with that story from Reuters as Malaysia's top court upholds the guilty verdict against former Premier Najib in the 1MDB case. The court also denied his request for a stay of sentence. This was Najib's final appeal, unless, of course, he goes to the king that we talked about yesterday. Next up, from the New York Times, under pressure, McDonald's has shook up its board of directors. They will be putting on 3 new directors: Anthony Capano of Marriott International, Jennifer Tobert of Johnson & Johnson, and Amy Weaver of Salesforce. It comes as Sheila Penrose will retire after more than 15 years on the board. So McDonald's does fall prey to activist and direct investor Carl Icahn's lobbying for fresh talent on the board of directors. And next we have 2 stories involving Elon Musk and the Twitter abortive acquisition. First comes to us from the Wall Street Journal. Twitter's ex-head of security has filed a whistleblower complaint. He alleged that it failed to protect sensitive information in the form of user data and lied about its security problems. It really doesn't touch the bot issue that Elon Musk has raised, and we'll take that up in the next story. But he said that his submission showed extreme, egregious deficiencies by Twitter in the area of security, including privacy, digital security, and physical security, platform integrity, and content moderation. He claims that Twitter executives, including the CEO, deliberately undercounted the prevalence of spam on the platform. The next story comes to us from the BBC, which was, or is rather, a tool used by Elon Musk's team in their battle with Twitter over the bot issue, something called Botometer, an online tool that tracks spam and fake accounts, was used by it. However, the creator of the tool, one Kai-Shing Wang, said the figure doesn't mean anything. Yang questioned the methodology used by Musk's teams, told the BBC that he had not been approached regarding the use of the tool, the proper way to do it, or the protocol. So when you have the user or developer of the tool saying that the tool's numbers are meaningless, that's a pretty powerful statement about its use. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.